Hey guys, welcome to Nick Nack's Corner. I'm Nick, you're in my corner. Today we're going to talk about Adaptations, Jurassic Park. So, I had just recently finished reading the book, and I also watched the movie with my 5-year-old daughter, who loved it. Adaptations is a series where I look at the books I've been reading and their counterparts in movies or TV shows. One of the things I noticed big time between the books and the movies for this is the misogyny between Michael Crichton and the women empowerment of Steven Spielberg. I feel like most of the changes that were made from book to movie were positive ones, and I was actually quite pleased with a lot of it. I found Ellie Sattler, she was just sort of like a 20 something year old student who was supposed to be very bodacious and very attractive, where the Ellie Sattler in the movie is still attractive, but she is not in her 20s, she's in her 30s, and she's with Alan Grant. Alan Grant is another character who is more burly, bearded, um, an outdoors man's man sort of thing. And in the movie, he's kind of just a paleontologist, and I remember seeing him walk in a pile of dino poop. And I'm thinking to myself, as someone who has worked on a farm, you don't care about what you step in. You just don't wear those boots inside the house. And so when he's stepping in, he's like trying to fling it off his shoe. I'm just like, it doesn't seem quite like what Alan Grant should be. But in the books, he is definitely not that way. He would step through poop and not even care. He got kicked in the chest by a T-Rex, which was so cool. Um, Alan Grant is just a really cool character in the book. I really enjoy him. Ian Malcolm is the one character who didn't really change a whole lot, I found. I did like that they took some stuff from Tim and gave it to Lex, because Tim was the older brother, where Lex was kind of the younger sister, and she was just sort of there, which was annoying. But they took that computer genius that Tim has and gave it to Lex, which I loved, because, a little bit more empowerment. I want my daughters to feel empowered when they read something or when they see something. So when I say that, I'm not saying it entirely in a negative light. I'm saying that, there's room for improvement and criticisms. Also, another thing, the lawyer there, he is a lot cooler in the books. He is a bit stockier. He's not scrawny like he is in the movie. He's not fearful like he is in the movie. I think he even makes it out alive. He was a very interesting character. I enjoyed that one. I think Maldane even lives. Nedry is kind of there, but he isn't at the same time. He's mentioned a lot, and he is clearly the one who messes around with the embryos. But he is kind of we aren't in his head, I guess is the best way to do it. The kids have a babysitter. The babysitter takes the place of the lawyer in the books. There's also a 6 stegosaur as opposed to a triceratops. And we also get to see compies a lot more. The opening to Jurassic Park The Lost World is actually what incites all of this stuff for the first movie, as opposed to the Velociraptor issue. It's all about the compies. We also later on get to see the riverboat ride, which we get in the third Jurassic Park movie, as well as going through the aviary, which has all the pterodons in it. And I thought that was fantastic and very short lived in the book. I wish that they kind of spent more time there or doing something more with it, where in the end they just kind of rode through and saw some big giant dinosaurs that flew, which was cool, but I was sort of expecting a little bit more. I really enjoyed the T-Rex going into the water and just kind of like walking underwater, where we got that sort of feeling with this Spinosaurus from the third movie. We also see Tim leaving the car on his own without Alan, and the the books are just very out there, but very well done. Love them. A lot of fun to read. In the movie, I feel like every change it made was a change for the better. I don't feel like anything they did in the movie was worsened from the book, and I'm happy about that. So, um, yeah, for that part, I really enjoyed that. Mr. Hammond, he is an arsehole in the book. I don't like him in the book. In the show, he's a lot more, or in the movie, he's a lot more likable. Very kind man in the book. In the movie, where in the book he is all about the money. It's all about the money. When in the movie he talks about it's going to be a place for not just rich kids but poor kids. But in the book he goes, yes, this is gonna inspire kids the world over. And then he mentions about how it's going to inspire um, rich kids mostly, he says, because he wants the money. And I think that's very interesting and a different take on his character, or even the original take on his character, I should say. I'm really excited to read uh, Book Two, The Lost World, and check out the adaptation for that because The Lost World has always been my favorite Jurassic Park entry. I love the fact that the dinosaurs are free roaming and stuff like that, and I really enjoyed that part of it. So, yeah, that's going to be everything I'm talking about here today for the adaptation of Jurassic Park. If there's anything I missed, please go ahead and put it down below and we'll discuss it. I would love to have conversations with all you. Please do subscribe. I'm trying to have a push for 100 subscribers so I can work my way to 200. And all of you guys are fantastic, and I love having you here with me. So, thank you. Have a wonderful day, and take care, everyone. Bye.